You guys, today we are discussing something that is very, 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 very important. If I have never said anything to you on this channel and you know that this topic applies to you, listen, because people will make anything of you. People will literally make anything of you at any point in time if you give them the chance. So, let's discuss pretty girl syndrome. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Lizzie. I don't know why my voice sounds like this. I feel like it's because of the necklace. Heavy is the neck that wears the pearls. But yeah, we're going to, you know, I'm sure it's not that much of a problem. My name is Lizzie, and yeah, we gist here. So if that's your vibe, you like readings, you like fun interactive topics as well, please sign up, please subscribe, and give me all of the goodies if you feel like. Okay, so our topic, pretty girl syndrome. Do you know I have been thinking about this for a couple of years and the boxes that people have put us in. And when we think of a box that someone has put us in, like, oh, there's this it could be anything. There's like so many things. But when we think of boxes of the human experience that like people struggle to come out of, and we always think of something large, something really huge, um like religion, like I'm a Christian, or I'm from a traditional home, or I'm African. All of those man-made boxes that we we all exist in. you know like, would I identify as what? I would love to identify as just like a citizen of this world, but of course that comes with a lot of things, like how am I going to get visas and shit. So they're just some boxes that we kind of like must exist in. That one concern everybody. But then when you look at the littler boxes, when they say someone is weird, someone is complicated, when they say someone is ugly, when they say someone is pretty, when they say, yeah, everything. And I always like to say to people firmly that you have to remember that everything you've learned in this life, everything you've actually learned in this life, out like from anything outside of you, is a box. It literally is a box. That's why you can't take literally everything that somebody says to you and just apply it. Like, what of you? What of the intelligence and the wisdom that is you? Do you understand? So you're weird, you're pretty, it could be anything. You have round brows, you have the sharper brows, you have this, a silly box. Somebody's still trying to box you. And I'm always like, which box will I now enter? Because somebody wants a flashy box, somebody has a old, dusty, rusty one, somebody has whatever. And it's like, which one would you continue to like fit into different boxes till you die? Do you see how I have not even touched the topic of the day, because it touches so many different things. Like, you don't like, I feel like this message is for all of us. It's not just for who feels like they've suffered from pretty girl syndrome or whatever. But then I feel like I didn't even think I was going to talk about it like that until I was writing one day in my journal, and I literally wrote this, and I think I'm just going to read it before we start. And like, I was like, damn, I didn't know, I felt this bad about this thing. Yeah, like I didn't know it's such a thing. Like, it's really a thing that people should eradicate ASAP, right? I didn't know that I felt that deeply about the experiences I've had just because I've been called a pretty girl, right? Let me just read this one. In my experience, it's the societal construct around what makes a woman pretty and the pressure it decides to impose on women in the bid to objectify, demoralize, and possess them till they lose their identity and even the ability to think in realization that they, as innocent as they were picked up, put on a pedestal, did everything society wanted of them, And in the end, they fell because they made the mistake of choosing themselves. And guess what? No one was there at the bottom to help them, right? So I realized that this is just generally how life goes for pretty girls until they awaken. I didn't know that, like, I felt that pressured by it. I didn't even know it was that deep for me until I wrote this. And I realized that it's getting dark. Sorry. It's getting dark. Like, it's raining every day, all the time in Jos. And I'm not going to complain because it's not me that got heard the complaint from. You, you. Anyway, so um, I didn't know it was like that because in P school, it was pretty much just soft. Yeah. Like, um, in P school, I don't think anybody really said anything until uni. I feel like people used to like vocally say it in uni, like, girl, like, who is this you're talking to and all of that. But like in P school, nobody really said anything. But there was a way pretty girls were there were there were things about them. There were the kinds of dolls, kinds of movies, kinds of books, kinds of when people visit your house, you have your own, maybe like your own room, pink themed, all of those things, right? And I felt bad in many ways, many times because I didn't have my room. We were like 17 people in a 5 bedroom, 4 bedroom, 5 bedroom in this house, this exact house actually. And like I couldn't have my room. Like, am I going to build it in the sky? So I didn't want people visiting me because they'll know I'm shy. Yeah, but like I was a kiddo. Imagine the things we had to deal with, like yeah. So even in P school, they were just sometimes a boy has he's a really big head, and it's like, oh, I'm not so sure. Like, I want to talk to you and all. And then like pretty girls didn't like do certain sports. I did like all the sports, but like they didn't they didn't do the things that weird people did, you know. And that's what I'm doing now. It's so funny. Like weird kids at the time were playing with lizards or like, doing rock climbing, um playing with the dirt, doing like tug of war, all of those things, monkey bars. But then, pretty girls were like on swings, um doing like evening sports, you know. Yeah. So it was unspoken in P school. In secondary school, I pretty much just slid in. I was a popular girl. I feel like I probably was the one ruining people's lives in secondary school, probably telling them the unspoken things because damage sometimes you don't know. I'm sorry about that. I hope you're healing and you're living in your authenticity, because if I ever told you anything, I've left it in the past. I've actually left my old life in the past. Like I can't remember. Oh, I actually can't. I'm lying, obviously, because I'm here gisting you guys. But like, I can't walk back there even anymore. So like, leave anything I gave you, like anything I ever told you in the past, please just forget about it. Yeah, because like right now, if I'm only able to do this or make this video now because I have awakened to what I was going through, right? So yeah, secondary school pretty much like I don't know. There are many things I did in secondary school. I did a lot of like I made money in secondary school to actually like dress up and stuff. But like I said, in secondary school, it felt like I was trend setting. Well, I was. So that was just another part of it because like I was still just trend setting with the unspoken things that I had learned from P school. Then uni. You see my face? You see why uni? I keep saying I had to go to University of Jos. Like it was ordained like mad for me to go to University of Jos because I didn't know things like I didn't know places like that existed. As in, when I say it, I'm like like the deep confusion I was in the whole time I was in University of Jos was like, so let's just say we're cut, different people cut from different cloths. If that's correct. Uni was confusing because in uni people said it. In uni, I was like, yo, somebody's like seriously asking you, how come you're friends with this person? Now, wow, like the person is not worthy of being friends with you. That's so strange. Like, how do you even say these things from your mouth? Oh, how are you dating this person? Oh, this person has this car. And me, I'm here squeezing my face. At first, I was down. And I'm sure, like, maybe till when I was like done with uni, I was just still doing that. But like, there were people that like people didn't want in my life that I just didn't take out. And there were people that people wanted in my life that I brought in, you know? There were things that I hustled to get because people like pretty girls had them. I really was not even happy when like my boyfriend at that time didn't buy me a car. Because what do you mean I'm not driving? And look at me now. There are cars in the house and I don't want to drive. I actually don't like driving. I actually don't like driving. Like I would delay everything I'm doing and wait for my cousin or my brother to take me because I don't like driving. I have done the driving school and everything. But at that time I was like, yo, you have to be a loser to be dating me, and and I was like this, literally. Like, if I need something and you're not able to afford it, you are a useless man. That's what I was. That was what I was doing. Like, I was just traumatizing niggas. I know I traumatized y'all. Oh my god. I know because if any nigga comes here, like, no, I was traumatizing niggas from P school for sure. I was. But like, damn, in uni, the pressure was intense. There were just certain things, there were certain kind of people. I remember like someone literally told me not to be friends with one girl because she's a lesbian and what. And I was like, yo, like, we have so much. Like, and I actually just stopped hanging out with her because there was an idea of if you're like this or like this, you don't cast. That's what they call it in school. It'll be like you don't cast in UG. So generally in Nigeria, actually, say you don't cast. That means you are now looked upon as below, or you have lost your value in some way, or you're not. You shouldn't be popular among human beings. Maybe take your leprous ass to the edge of the world and live with animals. So I would just be like, oh, okay, I'll free it and all of that. But like, damn, like it was a lot. It was a lot. What were you guys up to? And the fact that we were still kids, like, I don't even know. So, if you've ever experienced this pretty girl syndrome and stuff, the worst part, you would agree with me, the worst part of everything is when you actually fall from that pedestal, when you actually do something random. Sometimes it's not even that you choose yourself, like, oh, you woke up and you're rebellious to the clan. It's not that. It's that maybe a random day you were just not in the mood to attend this particular party that everybody needed all the pretty girls to attend, and you just kind of start getting off vibes from your guys or from your friends, and you just like, wait, like, so I feel like the most scary part is the fact that the littlest thing you do, the moment maybe you get pregnant, or they hear of, like, I don't know, the moment just anything like happens. In fact, getting pregnant is like the most intense thing. The moment anything small happens in this life, people would turn their backs on you because you've lived your life for them this whole time. That means that you've always held them valuable and they've always not valued you, because nobody that values you will be trying to put you in a box. Nobody that values you would take your individuality and give you the world's identity. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? So you were never of value. Your pretty face was all that they cared about. And then now that they say, oh, I forgot. Sometimes it's like you have acne. And now you have acne. Oh, so, like, when you fall, you see how bad it was. You see how quickly people actually turn their backs and just walk away from you. Like, they walk away from you. I promise you, I have seen somebody that acted like they've never met me before, as in they've never seen me before. Like, if we were to be introduced, I'm very sure they would have been like, oh, like, I'm this person. Who are you? Because like they don't know who you are. Do you understand? And like I even experienced that even worse when I cut my hair because, like, now wow, like they don't even know where to put the beauty standards, like how to start their arrangement, and like I don't care. I really just don't care. So, but it takes a lot for you to get to the place that you don't actually care. Now you have to rewire your mind and remind your brain that what's valuable in this life is you. What's valuable in this life is what you think and how you feel and how you operate. It's not people. It's never going to be people. You have to rewire because that is sorry. It's you have to rewire because that is like years and years of indoctrination and conditioning that somewhere up unspoken. Like the unspoken one is even worse because that was a very fundamental level as a kid. As a kid, some adults were already telling me I'm a pretty girl and whatever, whatever. That was like the unspoken ones that were even like deeply more deeply what's the word, implanted in me. And then like because like the ones that were spoken, I can identify the words and like remove that as a thinking from my brain. But like, yeah, imagine the ones that you just pick up environmentally and all of that is crazy. So but you have to fight it. You just have to fight it. I'm not saying you can cut your hair or do, but like sometimes it takes something drastic. Like you need to pull up on your desires like a madman. Yeah. If you know that you've ever desired anything or there's anything that like my hair was balding. I had to keep that from all the people that were calling me a pretty girl. Like I had to hide it. I had to make up excuses. I had to, there are times I'll be like, oh, something peeled off my hair. Like, oh, I did a gum hairstyle and like it came off with the hair. I just had many things I had to say because so it's like that's too much for a human being. Like that's just too much for a human being to handle. I feel like the best thing you can do for yourself is to start fighting it every single day from what you do in the morning because there's a pretty girl routine, the gym, the what. Y'all, please, out of my way, out of my way. So, if there's a pretty girl routine that you've been doing, oh, yes, maybe it has helped you. Your gut health is beautiful. Your word, great, right? But if you don't live in your authenticity, you're wasting your damn fucking time. So, what is the authentic feeling? You wake up in the morning, what do you feel like doing? What do you feel in your body that you feel like doing? Because that's the exact thing that you are. That is the exact thing that you should align with for your body, for your soul, for yourself. So you have to start shedding. You have to shed the good, the bad, and the ugly. What they said was good for pretty girls. What they said was ugly or bad for pretty girls. What they said was ugly. You shed it all, and then you create your own routine. You birth your own self. That's so real. I just saw that. I gave birth to myself. Yes. And then I buried the old self. Oh, please don't bury your mom because she gave birth to you. Anyway, sorry. Like, damn. My jokes be confusing, right? It's okay. It's okay. But I'm saying, yes, you have to literally kill yourself and then give birth to yourself. Give yourself a chance to have this experience. Because no matter how I see it, whether I like it or not, I started living after uni. I started living after I lost my sister. I started living 2021. That was when my life actually started. Maybe even 2022, but like it started, in bits in 2021. So everything that happened before that, please, if I don't know you, I don't have any exes, I don't have any ex friends, anything before 2021. The ones after 2021 that um the karmic encounters I had after 2021, I still don't know you. It's so cute. It's so cute because like I just feel like oh like do you get like I can wake up today and say, oh, like I'm a man and everybody should call me a man and that's it. So why haven't I applied? Like I might not be doing that yet. But like why can't I apply it to everything? Like if I decide that I don't know this person, why do I don't know you. I don't know you. We never X what? Like so anyway, not to make a joke out of everything. It was just a comic relief. Try your best every single day. Release the songs, the colors, the songs that people have introduced you to. Do you know I realized that I didn't even have a proper relationship with like music and books because especially music and books because I was reading what people thought I should read and I was actually listening to music. That's like really sad because music is for everybody. Jesus. Everything is for everybody but like music. But I was actually listening to stuff that were important to other people, like so that I know the song, you know, so I had to release myself from it. I don't actually like novels like that, like proper like fiction, yeah, where there's stories and stuff. I actually like stuff like Believe You Can, those kind of novels that you can open at any time, any day, and you're not like picking up from where you left off. I want to just open a random page that my intuition led me to and like get a message. So I actually like devotionals. I have like fun devotionals that I just open. So those are the kinds of things that like if you leave my mind, if my mind leaves something to come and pick up from it, like I would need to read like two chapters before to continue a novel. But like I read novels and I struggled and held them down. you know? I didn't know that like I liked grime. I didn't know that I liked there's just certain music that I like that, soul music, Hausa, gospel. Those are the songs I actually like, They're so nice. So, I would never have listened to that in uni, as in somebody heard me playing it from my room. Ah, no, I've casted. Nah. So, yeah, another thing is pretty girls couldn't love God. Pretty girls needed to be bad girls. And look at me today with God, locked in like crazy with God. And and I'm still pretty. Y'all, it's becoming like fun and games time or something. Yeah, I think we switched into gisting and just having fun, and that's nice. It's nice to transition sometimes. Um, okay, so I think that is the message. Yeah, let go of those things. You don't owe anybody anything, and nobody is your creator. So you are, in fact, God is your creator and you are a co-creator. There's no other person in that equation. It's just you and God. And this experience, you have a right to this experience. And if you think of how long, I won't even lie to you, if you think of how long you've actually lived your life for other people, you would know that it's very urgent. It's very, very urgent. It's absolutely necessary, 100% times 10,000 for you to immediately start shedding. You need to immediately start doing your shadow work. You need to immediately start letting go. Another thing you can use your visualization techniques for is to pack all of those people. Like there's one of my friends that was talking about how he has always felt really, really weird because somebody said that to him in school. A teacher actually said that to him in school from childhood, and he never just felt normal. So he always expects himself to be the one that like um people don't open up to or come close to real quick because like you're already a complicated kid. You're already the weird kid. And we're adults now. So you need to remember, you need to shed from childhood the things that people said to you. Visualize them in a laptop, that particular technique of a folder. Put all of them in a list. Tie them in a folder and delete. Press delete, watch it go into the bin. Or you think of them It could be anything. You can even do rituals. You can write these things down in papers and burn them, and literally burn them, because you're done with that. You need that to go. You need that to live your life. You need to live. You need to birth your own authentic thing, the thing that is supposed to come into this world. The legacy that you will leave behind is not a pretty girl. Some of you, your beauty is supposed to move mountains for you, but you're out there just doing what pretty girls do. But you don't even know what your beauty is supposed to do. You don't know where your beauty is needed, because you're only going to where pretty girls go to. I'm agitated. I'm angry. I'm angry with so many people. I feel like if I see somebody that said that thing to me before, I'll just fight. If you guys see me anywhere, I will fight. I'll just fight. Because at this point, like, it's like, no, no, we're going to take charge of our lives. Like, take it back. So you need to do it like urgently. You need to do it right now. You need to do it today. Wear what you want to wear. Yes. Look at me. I'm not wearing my earrings because I just feel like I look glam enough. Because I just feel like I look glam enough, right? I'm enjoying how I look. Enjoy everything you're doing. Find joy in everything you're doing. And if you can't find joy, or the joy that you're finding is that, oh, I'm happy I'm able to do this because other people have done it, then you are wrong, and you're in the wrong place, and you're in the wrong setting. Just get yourself together, and let God help you too. Because it can be easy. So ask God to help you too. If you need any one-on-one sessions with me, I've never said this in any video, and I just feel like this particular thing, if you need a one-on-one session with me, maybe we could do a reading even. You just hit me up, write it in the comments or anything, hit me up. I don't have any system for that yet. Sorry. But yeah, like, just hit me up. I'll send you details on how we can do that. Yes. So that, like, I can share with you the many ways that I tried, the ways I shared this thing, because it's not easy. It's actually not easy. So do that if you feel called to. And you watching here, as a man or a girl that didn't experience this kind of thing and stuff, there are many things that there are boxes. As I started with a very general message. There are boxes that we already have been put into, that we need to come out of. If not, like, you are not supposed to be in a box. You are not supposed to be in a box in any way. And anything that is man made, it's time for you to just shed it. It's not like you have to become a hater of man made things. Yeah, you don't have to hate the dictionary because they made words, but I'm saying, like, come out of belonging, the meaning of those things. Yes, those are the things that put us in boxes. Oh, you know? So, like, yeah, that's pretty much the message. I love you. I love you so much, because you don't know me and I don't know you. But we are here. We are here together, sharing, growing, building. It's just, it's not, you can't not love this experience. You can't not love this experience. So I'm grateful that you're here, and I'm grateful you got to the end of the video as well. I hope you have a beautiful day and life ahead. Mwah.